Up, goobers, welcome back to another video. Today we are reviewing this awesome Injustice Gods Among Us Joker figure from the SH Figuarts line. Now, let's go over the details of the box. Why am I talking like this? Well, if you ask me, I have no idea. With the great... Okay, no, let's just talk regularly at this point. So there's great detail on the box. I really like how there's like some gas, almost, and then there's it says the Joker, but at some point you just can't see it because it's in a certain gold coloring. And the nice bluish tone of everything on the box looks very nice. Top of the box just has the Joker again. Side, a nice greenish tone version. This time of the Joker, still saying the Joker. Injustice version. Another picture of the Joker yet again, but this time he's in regular coloring. Last but not least, the accessories, Joker himself, and a full shot of the Joker. Movable molding option parts. That's what it says right here. Now, obviously warnings and information on the bottom. You can look into that. And now, to get into the box. Now, different from every other SH Figuarts figure, this figure's box opens from the top. And after you open up that different box style, you get a nice showing of the Joker himself and all of his accessories. Now, let's get him outside of the box and his accessories. Now, with the Joker outside of his box, we can see him in his glory. No fancy stances, no fancy posing, just him standing up regularly. Now, this figure himself, right now, he doesn't stand up that easily. See, he's not the best. But then, he has a very nice profile and detail. And that's him himself. Now, let's go and look at his accessories. I really need to stop talking like this. What the heck am I doing? To the accessories. First up, coming on the figure, is a very big smiling face. He has a very nice big smile on his face. And some relaxed hands. For just regular hand assortment, we have open, sprawl out hands, knife holding hands, and a card holding hand, and a gun holding hand. Not real gun. For heads, he has both this smirking face and this gas mask face. Now on to other accessories. Two wind up chattering teeth with legs. A gun. More of a revolver type gun, a knife, and a crowbar. And then he comes with this little pack of cards, which I'm not going to take out of the wrapping. Now onto the figure. Now for articulation. We'll start from the legs down. So first, his toes have articulation. They can go up just about that far. Legs can go all around. I mean feet, not legs. Now, the legs do get in, the coat does get in the way, so he can only go about that far forward regularly. And he can go that far to the side and this far out. Now, his leg can compress just about that far. There is a little bit of, I don't know if you could call this waist swivel or not, I don't know. But it moves. And it's very weird. It limits the articulation a lot. It can go all the way around. It can go about this far. that far to the side and that far down. He can go in. He can just close his arm about that much and go out about that much. Hands can go all the way around, in and out. Head can go all the way around. Since there's neck articulation, he can look down extra far and look up a little bit. But the back collar gets in the way a good bit too. And that's articulation. Now for size comparisons. Here we have the Joker next to one of his little chattering teeth things. We have him standing next to Brickhead's classic Batman. Now next to DC Multiverse Rebirth Deathstroke, we have him to classic first appearance Batman from the DC McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line. Now this guy is 6 inches, so he will not go with any of your McFarlanes. The Red Hood from Gotham Knights, Super Bat. Finally, Batman the Animated Series, Batman and Robin. Okay, let's go to the next part. I was going to do a posing segment for this video, but this guy doesn't pose very well, so we're just going to talk about him. So, he has trouble standing up straight, usually, and he has great detail. His articulation isn't bad for the clothing he has on. He comes with a great amount of accessories, so I'm very happy with that. And I guess we only have one more thing to decide. Is this guy good or bad? A W or an L, as Sir Dork would say. Well, he's a good figure for what he is, but he doesn't match up for the times. Now, this is a relatively old figure, I'm pretty sure, so it's good for back then, but right now, it's better. There are better Jokers out there than this. Like, I'm pretty sure the Revoltech one, Mafex has a good one, I know that for sure. But are they as good as this? Definitely better. But this doesn't take away from him being a okay figure. So would I recommend him to anyone? If you don't have another Joker figure, yes. Because he goes for a pretty alright price for what he has. But if you already have a good Joker, you will have no need to get this. So, it's good, but not good enough if you already have a Joker figure. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, goobers.